For this question, we're supposed to be given the vertex and one of the two x-intercepts that tells us write an equation. 1. What is vertex form? So if you don't already have that in your formula sheet for chapter 4, go ahead and write that. This is vertex form. Vertex form. And the reason why we're using vertex form is because it gave us the vertex. Does that make sense? That should be your number one clue. Okay. Our vertex is -2, -9. Those are my h and my k values. Notice here I'm not highlighting the minus sign. Let's write that in. H is -2 and k is -9. Now it says one of two x-intercepts to be 1, 0. Now I don't technically need the second x-intercept. If you wanted the second x-intercept, you could, and then you can also use a factored form or intercept form. I'll show that to you. So here is 1, 0. That is an order pair. So that goes in where my x value is and my y value. So class, what do I write here? 0 equals a times what? 1 minus -2 squared minus 9. Whatever the k value is, don't worry about the plus sign. What you are worried about is this minus sign. So we're just going to solve for the a value. Opposite of -2 is +2. Zero equals a. 1 plus 2 is, and 3 squared is, pay attention, this is a times 9, or you can write that as 9a. So you have 0 equals 9a minus 9. The common mistake, I'm going to assume a student would do something like this. They brought down this, they would have subtracted and they probably would have thought 0. So here, this is 9 times a, which is 9a minus 9, and then we're just going to solve there. So I'm going to add 9. So we have 9 equals 9a, and divided by 9, you'll get 1. Raise your hand if you got a equals 1. Well, what are we going to do with the a equals 1? Well, I already have vertex form. You can just write it again. Y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. And to write your equation, all you need in vertex form is the letters a, h, and k. Well, we already have the a value. We already have the h value. H and your k. And you leave the x and y. And the reason why you keep the x and y is when you graph it, basically any point that touches the graph can be that order pair. So I have as my answer y equals 1, x minus h is -2 squared, and my k value is -9. So to make it nice and clean, y equals x plus 2. I don't need to write the 1 there. minus 9. Raise your hand if you got this as your final answer. Good job. So look for your clues. The number one clue is they give you the vertex. Let's graph it. Give us a hint. Give us a visual to help us understand and make sense of the problem. Let's graph the vertex, -2, -9. It's already here. Remember, a clue is that the vertex is on the axis of what? Symmetry. So this dotted line that I'm drawing is your folding line. And remember yesterday we learned that you could be reflective, so you count. Everyone say count. Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Count again. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. So you could get this point and let's just sketch it. Remember, it tells us it's the vertex, so this is, in this case is going to be the lowest or highest point. Minimum or maximum? This is a minimum. So you don't actually need this point. If you wanted to, I'll just throw out the equation if you wanted to. You can also use factored form by using y equals ax minus r1 x minus r2. And then you would just use this one as your r1 and that one as your r2 value. So this is an equation given the given information.